Yeah, I mean, this is only the quarterfinals. I'm going to link the brackets in chat for you guys because some people are still asking for them. Get asked every few minutes. There you go. Those are the brackets, and already we have TSM and Team Curse. They're going to be shaping up tomorrow for one of the semifinals, and now Monomatic Esports is going to go up against the winners of this here. I guess I should bring you to the right screen. There you go. Now you can see the teams, and they're going to be competing essentially for the spot to go for those $5,000 top prize, and we're giving away more stuff tomorrow. So it's the same time, same place here on the Fatality stream, and it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, just like it was tonight, and we're going to do one of the best of threes for the semis, and then we're going to jump into the finals, and that means we could have 6 games, which means we have 6 prizes left to give away. So I think that works out very well, and you guys can just win more and more and more. If you head over to the Newegg page, I believe that they are running their own sweepstakes for Fatality Gear as well. So what you can do is I'm going to link you a YouTube in chat. There you go. And in that YouTube channel, all you got to do is just comment if you're eligible. I think it's only to US residents, but there are rules on that page. Just comment it, and you could be winning yourself even more Fatality Gear. So these are just the things that Fatality does because he loves gaming, he loves the fans, and he loves you guys for showing up here. I'm asking him on Skype if he wants to come on, but I'm not too sure he's there. So we might just need to go with this game. So again, facebook.com, Fatal1ty Gaming Gear. Go answer the question. There is a little bit of work to do, but random winner. It's not first come, first serve. There's no skill testing question. Just random winner. You could get yourself, you know, basically a new computer. And let's see if we can just bring in Fatality right now.
Jester, while you work on that, could you repeat the question? Some people in chat are asking you to repeat what that question was to answer.
All right, I can do that.
Facebook.
Actually, I could even get Fatality himself to do that. How you doing, dude?
Ooh, even better.
Hey, not bad. How's it going, man?
So people are still asking about the Facebook. I could just repeat it, but I think it's better coming from the words of the man himself.
Okay, so we're going to ask the question, what's the most powerful PSU that I make with OCZ? You just answer the question in there. We had about 100-something people answer it last time, and that last guy, Frank, walked away with a lot of stuff, so it's pretty easy to win this prize that we're giving away with my partners I work with, and all of us working to sell Fatality Gear.
And, dude, thanks again for running this tournament because you're giving away all this stuff. We got $5,000 to a top team that is going to win tomorrow, but, like, second place win stuff. All the qualifying guys that are playing against these pros have already won sound cards, and their second places in the qualifiers already won all those headsets as well. This is really generous of you, man. So, yeah, from the community, big thanks. Big grats.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. I think just want to show people how much I care about esports and helping it grow. Doing this with our, wouldn't be possible without my partners, and selling Fatality Gear, and we're giving away 5,000 first, 2,000 the second, and we have our new sound card that just came out, and Creative's helping us to give those away, and I love doing these giveaways, so it allows people that are also the fans that watch these guys play, and they get a chance to win some prizes. But I really like the amateur part of the tournament, where in the sense, like, the guys who just love playing and are also very talented and really good, like Monomaniac, allows them a chance to show how good they are, and basically have a chance of winning this money and possibly starting a new wave in their life, or just if anything, they're having a good time.
Well, it's awesome to see such an established gamer as yourself giving back to the community. So once again, giving you a standing ovation just very quietly because I don't want to blow out people's eardrums. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, dude. Thanks for getting us involved, getting League of Legends involved. And we will be hearing more from you tomorrow as we give away more prizes. But the game's kind of going, so we're going to get this rolling. So thanks again, John. Hope all the weather is great out there in Vegas.
Oh yeah, it's actually raining for once. It never rains here.
I jinxed it. Sorry.
Perfect day to be inside.
Well, enjoy the show, dude, and we'll catch up with you after.
Oh, you guys did a good job. Thanks.
All right. All right, so Phantom Lord, this is your show, dude. Take it away. Dignitas and Just Your Average Joes.
Alright, we have Dignitas on purple side, and we have just your Average Joes, which we will most likely call this game Average Joes on blue team. Looking at the picks and bans, now starting out with the bans, we have Lee Sin, of course, that is targeted towards Void Boy. So scary in Hanover, Germany. They do not want to deal with that. Probably the best Lee Sin player in the world. They're just getting rid of that, and I am too familiar with getting those targeted bans against me. We have Udyr coming out from Dignitas. That is a pretty decent ban. Udyr, of course, has been used quite a bit in these last matches that we've been showcasing top lane and also in the jungle, although he's been used quite a bit in top lane. So they're getting rid of that. We have Cassiopeia to follow, also a very strong AP mid, and then there is the for sure Shen ban, getting rid of that from Dignitas. And then lastly, blue team, Average Joe's banning out Ezreal onto QTPie, proving to be so strong with that Ezreal pick. Not too common, but QTPie is just really good with Ezreal, so they don't want to have to deal with that as well. And then lastly, from Dignitas, getting out that Twisted Fate ban. Twisted Fate, just an overall good champion mid lane. Even dealing with against standard champions like Ryze or Morgana, he's just able to contribute more to his team because he can teleport around the map and give those ganks faster than a normal AP mid player would do. So looking at the first pick from Average Joe's, they're landing out that Corki, banning QTPie's Ezreal and then taking his Corki. So that's just, they're trying to play strategic here. They're trying to not let QTPie get the champion he wants. And then we see Dignitas return with, of course, Janna pick that support. Janna arguably the best support in the game at the moment. Skara is going to be playing Ryze, so Ryze, an all-around good AP mid, able to contribute so much to his team early game with those ganks with his jungler, and then late game with just the consecutive damage just going out all the time onto the enemy team. Of course, I've seen some scary plays where Skara has been able to pop his ult and just do so much burst onto an enemy team, grouping up, trying to initiate onto the enemy team. He just does so well on Ryze and has been playing him so much. Then on to the return picks from Average Joe's. We have Tark to go up with that Corki bottom lane, and an Alistar pick. This could be an Alistar jungler. We've seen Alistar jungler is a favorable pick in EU. Not really used that much on the North American region because he's kind of been nerfed, and a lot of people do prefer to go with like Mundo, what St. Vicious has been playing constantly. Nautilus also a strong jungler, and then of course the Shyvana. Those are usually the top jungler picks that we see, but it looks like he's going to be jungling Alistar. I have not seen an Alistar mid lane or top for a very long time, so I am almost sure that is going to be a jungle Alistar. Just so strong with his blue, taking blue level 2, going mid lane or top to get a gank right off the bat. Headbutt and pulve, just so much utility on that champion early on. He's able to invade the lane. The person in the lane will be level 1 that he's going to be aggressive upon, and they just can't do anything but flash away. And normally he just follows up by getting another gank a few seconds after and sealing the kill for his team. Then to follow up, we have a Shyvana pick. Shyvana will be jungling for EG, as well as a Kog'Maw pick. So we're gonna have QTPie on Kog'Maw with that Janna. Kog Janna is a really good combo. Kog able to just do so much poke with that shield on him, just getting more attack damage, and he's gonna be able to poke down that Corki and Taric early on. So Corki is sort of like a waiting till 6, trying to get that burst. He does have quite a bit of early aggression because he does have that Taric stun, but we may see some passive play from both sides. Purple, Dignitas will be most likely being a little bit more aggressive with their Janna Cog bottom lane. And then to follow up, we have a Ziggs pick and an Aurelia pick as the last few for Average Joe's. Ziggs, as we saw from last game, played by I believe who was playing that mid lane? Do you remember, Jester? I believe it was Salz. There we go.
Yeah, Ziggs.
Sorry for that. It was blanked. Yep. Ziggs an overall strong pick. A lot of people don't really know how to deal with him because he's not a favorable AP mid. but he just has so much utility to provide to his team with that long-range ultimate, and his combo just can blow someone up really quickly. So Ziggs versus Ryze, I think Scarra will win in the early games. Ryze has that really strong level 1 poke, but Ziggs does as well, so we should see some interesting action right at the start mid lane. And then we have a last pick. Oh my goodness, we have Voyboy on Akali.
Whoop, whoop.
I have not seen that for so long.
It's been a few IMs,
my
yeah.
goodness. I believe the last person I saw destroy with Akali was IPL3 with Scarra going top lane and just destroying, even against a counter pick, an Udyr, and Scarra just played passive. He was farming the lane, was really using those bushes to help himself stay alive, and I literally saw him do a triple kill standing behind his seat. Just was so strong with Akali. Of course, she's been nerfed since then, so it's going to be exciting to see what Voyboy can bring to the table with his Akali, going heads up against Zion Spartan on Aurelia. Aurelia versus Akali. Akali does decently well against Aurelia, so this should be an interesting matchup. We do have Shyvana versus Alistar in the jungle, Ryze versus Ziggs mid lane, and then we have a Taric Corki versus a Janna Kog'Maw bottom lane. Taking a look at the summoners, we have a double heal on Dignitas. Both players running the heal and Locust running the exhaust. So Locust not really worrying about his escape. Of course, he has Janna, so he has that movement speed, but he's going to be going really aggressive with that exhaust. As far as that, we do have Spellsy on Taric doing almost the same thing, running an exhaust as well. Corki running the flash. Not too common. Some players do decide to not get flash on Corki because, of course, he has his Valkyrie for escape, and sometimes picks up Ghost or picks up another heal or an exhaust. But he's going to be running the flash Ignite bottom lane. Don't see that too often. The Ignite is definitely going to be able to counter the double heal that Dignitas is running. So both teams have really good picks right now. The composition, I am a little bit in favor of Dignitas, but Average Joe's has a really strong level 1, so we might see an invade from them. And they are on blue side, so they might go up and wrap around the top jungle, as we did see in that qualifier the other day. They usually go up to the enemy red, ward down, and sometimes take the red or decide to just catch sight of it, so when the jungler does show up, then they put some aggression on and get first spot on the enemy jungler. But either way, this is a really nice composition for both sides. This is going to be an interesting game, and we are getting soon to the delay ending. We're going to be starting here shortly.
Yeah, and before we do that, I'm just going to get ready for that. And we're going to have a quick word from our Fatality sponsor. We're going to come back here, guys. Dignitas, Just Your Average Joe's, last game of the night. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
Both Recon 3D Fatality sound cards are powered by the Soundcore 3D chipset. This has quad-core audio processing power. It's really enhanced to give you amazing gaming audio experience and voice.
Alright, spec mode activate. Turn you back on. There we go. People can hear you now. So, we have our last game of the night, guys. For those asking about the Facebook, yes, we will be announcing the winner of the second grand prize finals after this match. So make sure you go comment there, facebook.com/Fatal1ty Gaming Gear. Make sure you answer the power supply units, and then come on back, enjoy a good game, and hopefully you will be walking away with 4 new Fatal1ty Gaming computer parts. So, Mr. Phantom Lord, I'm kind of leaning towards Dignitas, but that's because I kind of want to see them do well. This was a very strong team last night in the qualifying best of 3. Like, Just Your Average Joes were so ridiculously strong.
Yeah, they have proven that they've been practicing quite a bit. We do see Spellsy throwing down a protective ward, and it looks like they're going to be invading Dignitas's blue. We do have QFT. Wow, that's interesting. He's literally sitting there by himself. Not a strategy used too often. He's not going to catch vision of that wraparound to blue.
Nope.
So Dignitas does not really have the advantage right now as far as sight. We do have that ward again by Average Joe, so they know if they're going to be invaded in their red. And we do have Tark walking into the bush first, so he's going to be landing that Q. Ooh, Dominate's coming around. He might get caught here, but no, he decides to stop. And Scara, oh my goodness, Scara's so close.
Oh, God, he turned the other way. Kogma's still here. Did he disconnect? Are they going to find him? No, doesn't look like they're interested. I wonder if he disconnected. No,
I kind of don't think he did.
He's
I
moving.
think he just
Okay.
has really, really big cojones.
He's giving me a heart attack. That's what he's doing. But,
Oh
all
my
right,
goodness.
no level 1. Going back to the basics. Alistar's going to start off here. We're going to start normal jungling, and it does look like Shyvana will do hers quick red. So, yeah, business as normal. Voyboy heading top, Kog'Maw heading bottom. Doing our golems down here with Corki and Spellsy. Although it looks like they're giving up on that idea.
Yeah, they didn't get it fast enough, so they have to respawn to the lane and meet it. Sometimes players do decide to just take those double golems and then even show up to the lane late, but looks like they don't want to. They kind of, I don't think they know that Janna's not there. So, that's what's going to start off as usual. We do see Alistar getting blue, as I said, going to get that early gank off. Zion walking into that bush, and Voyboy just getting some really early poke onto Zion. I don't think it's going to be too bad for Voyboy. He did pick up his Q level 1, and look at that damage by Voyboy. We see Zion is engaging onto Voyboy, but Voyboy decides to turn around, and look at this! Zion is so low! He's getting the flash onto it, the Q! Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. The HP spot's going to save him, and here we have Alistar come in. Look at Voyboy turning around.
Oh man, this is just not going to be going his way, but he gets the first kill anyways and throws down that quick shroud at level 2. Now we do have Alistar just wandering around. He has been largely ineffective this fight. Maybe call for some help. No, Ziggs is going to be coming up. Here comes Scara as well. Can One Bad Brad actually land this kill? No, we are not going to be landing into that minefield, but the Ignite will be enough to take him down. Captain Korea picking up that kill. Scara now here, and I Will Dominate coming in, but that was just so expertly done. Dancing that battle cow around this, land area, and then picking up the first kill. Voyboy got to be happy about that.
That was such a good play by Voyboy, even though he most likely knew he was going to die at some point because he could not go through his tri-bush top and instead had to go down the river where, of course, the enemy Ziggs would respond. He did not grant Zion Spartan an assist. He didn't give him any gold for that at all because he was able to delay his death for so long. So great play there by Voyboy. I loved how he was dancing back and forth. Even though he knew that there was an Alistar, it was a 2v1, he didn't care. He stood his ground. And Zion Spartan got too close, and Voyboy got the first blood.
Alright, so kills being traded, 300 gold, extra going here to Team Blue, to Dignitas, but big harass coming down onto Cutie Pie. We got Spellsy just walking up and smacking Cutie Pie, and look at that machine gun just really taking down a good notch onto Locust. Now we do have Shadow Cow still wandering around, still has that blue, 3/4 of it now done, but Scar and Ziggs are just kind of dancing a little bit. Here we go, a gank coming out, but it will get defeated, very obvious right there, but can I Will Dominate come in here for the kill? He's just going to let him go. Alright, cool. And business as normal, every other lane.
So One Bad Brad is going to return to his jungle. Alistar usually does this pathing where he just gets as much ganks early on as he can. But look at this, we see I Will Dominate coming in to that, getting a ward down, so he knows the red is low, and Alistar has low HP. He doesn't have flash, so there's the exhaust.
And the flash.
He's going to take that red buff.
Sorry, and the smite. Captain Korea could be in some trouble, but excellent use of his, that's W, right? Yep, W. And he gets on out of that. Satchel charge? Yeah, satchel charge. I didn't want to screw it up.
didn't really get his flash off correctly, and Average Joe knows that Scar just burned his flash, so a great job there by Zig and Spellsy responding as soon as they could to that little quarrel there at red, and Spellsy got a stun there on Scar. He did not have flash, so he did fall down to that damage from Ziggs. So a lot of action going on early game as opposed to that last game where it was just pretty much farm fest.
12 minutes
Still
first
6.
kill. Not a problem. 6 minutes in, 2-2. This is what we want to see. Had a big, major brain fart there for Ziggs. I don't know why, but that's all right. He got out. It's cool. Zion Spartan heading to town. What's he going to grab? It is going to be a little bit of that magic resist. So Merc Tread's probably going to be coming out for him as soon as he can. And Shyvana just wandering around. She's doing all right. I think so. She got to be pretty happy about taking down Alistar. Now Alistar is just going to be... I don't know. What's he going to do now? I mean, he has no buffs. He just came back. He's level 4. Only has himself the regrowth. Not even tier 2 boots.
Yeah, it's not really the best decision to go bottom lane because the lane is so pushed up. That bush is warded, so he doesn't know that. But Shyvana now is so close to level 6 that Dominate is going to start to be really aggressive and start to put out more opportunity for his team. Top lane, we do have Boy doing a lot of aggression, popping his HP pot, and Zion Spartan popping his mana pot. So a lot of puck going off back and forth, pretty much an action-packed lane. Zion knows that he has to create some opportunity for himself, but there's the ignite onto Boy, getting so low. I don't think it's going to kill him. Zion also gets ignited, and look at this. We see Dominate now showing up top lane. Dominate is not aware of this, so he is going to most likely fall down to this easy gank that Dominate will take.
He thought he could do... Yes, he can! He could do exactly what Boy did to him. And he gets the flash into the ultimate for the kill. And he's going to clean up this creep wave. But what can I Will Dominate do? He's going to play footsies with him, doing the same thing that was done to him earlier. Here comes the Alistar as well, and they're behind the tower. So there's really nothing the tower's going to be able to do. I Will Dominate is not 6. So he actually gets out of that. Just very, very low hit points. The Ziggs ultimate coming out, not hitting anyone. But good job, Skara. Cutting up here, keeping your teammate alive, but now there are 3 from Jester Average Joes. Are they going to go for the kill?
That was a great play by One Bad Brad on Alistair coming up to save Zion Spartan from that little fight. If he didn't show up, Zion would have definitely followed to his death, so great play there coming up. And unfortunately, that Ziggs ult by Captain Korea missed completely. I think he got a little bit too trigger happy and could have sealed that kill onto Dominate, but Dominate didn't back out to his base. He's instead going to stay. He popped those HP pots. Smart play of him. Sometimes players pop their HP pots to, you know, get back that little bit of HP, and then, oh, they realize they have to back out to base. So it's like, man, I just wasted that pot. He's not going to. He's going to take his red. He's going to continue to raise, using up his time efficiently.
Oh, my goodness.
Like Scar is going to be backing.
No, it's going to be Ziggs and QTPie going for the kills on top of each other. Locust facing right into one of those gigantic missiles that Zig can just throw out, saving QTPie's life. Debatable, might not have gotten him, but a lot of damage. Now up top, One Bad Brad, did you see that?
Oh my goodness. What the heck was that?
I am so glad I caught that on camera.
Wow.
But Boy is...
Boy.
No problem, he's not going to die.
I don't think he's on the same client as us.
Yeah, some kind of modified client.
Oh my goodness, that was literally the most clutch alt flash I have ever seen. Wow.
Good job, Boy. That's why he got I carried Hanover. You know, he does have that.
Indeed.
Okay, well, I guess the numbness is not going to sit in. Ziggs in the middle, just really pushing up this lane. Skara is trying his best. Let's see, Skara's sitting at 46 creep kills, Ziggs at 70, and Ziggs with a kill to boot. So right now you could say Captain Korea with the Blues, Battle of the Blues, he is definitely winning this lane. Now we do have some counter-warding action down here as well. Locust throwing down the pink, but we're going to pink the pink. Are we going to pink the pink? We could, but I don't think it's going to. And Boy is still up here somehow.
He's taking a lot of damage from Aurelia. Really. Oh, but look at this. Locust gets caught.
We did pink the
Warding
pink.
Dragon. That pink that you were talking about. Just the pink was his death.
Hope I never have to say that again. Yeah, Boy throwing down the Shadow Veil. And yeah, I Will Dominate is going to get picked on a little bit here. Boy has to come in, help him out, throws down the exhaust, but the headbutt from on top of Boy is going to put him out of the fight for just a little bit. Shyvana, tanky Dragon is not going to be tanky enough. but Voyboy will be able to pick up the kill. Zig's ultimate coming in! Oh, it's going to land right on top of it. No, it's not. Voyboy's just too good for that, and he will get the kill. Actually, Rise will get the kill, but he'll get the assist, so it's all good.
But look at this. Captain Korea taking down this tower. Oh, he might get a little bit too greedy. He had to get one more last auto attack and didn't let it to minions, but no, he's going to walk away away just fine. Scar was getting dangerously close to him, so it might have been a bad play, but no, it proved to be the right decision. And look at this, as I said last game, Zig's just so strong from taking race. He's just going to be taking that every single time it's up. And look at that CS count. 84 CS to Scar's 58. Scar only has a Catalyst, only has 1 kill. Ziggs has 1 kill as well. But look at that. There's the needlessly large rod being purchased by Ziggs. So he's going to start to be really, really dangerous
11
for
minutes.
Dignitas.
Wow. That's impressive, man. Captain Korea playing the game of his life at this point. Now, we are going to give Corky red down here, as Alistar is going to be wandering around a little bit. We got a Dragon attempt going down from Team Dignitas, so it's going at a pretty decent rate. Dominate's not in any kind of danger. Are we going to get any kind of steal? We are going to throw down the ward. It's not going to be enough. So we're going to pick up our first Dragon here to Dignitas, and Irelia up top must be really confused because there's no one for her to play with, so she's just going to do a little bit of free farm at this point, which is good because she's kind of need it at this if she wants to start surpassing this play from Voyboy.
She does have more CS though, so she is technically winning the lane as of right now. Voyboy does have 1 death to Aurelia's only 2, so and he's also under level. We have level 9 Zion Spartan on Aurelia to level 7 on Voyboy, so Voyboy hopefully has to create some sort of opportunity to get back into this lane and get the XP and gold that he is lacking.
Bam. Nothing from Kog'Maw on that artillery shell, but yeah, Voyboy, he'll have to play a little bit of catch-up, but he's just been showing us some really awesome play thus far, so I'm not too worried about him. Now, we do got one bad Brad going back to town. He does rock the 2 gold per 10s, and what's he going to do with it? He's going to get himself roaming, so the boots of mobility, a little bit of a roaming going down. That will be good for him because that's a very deadly battle cat. Now, we are going to be riding a very big creep wave down here, but are we going to do too much with it? Zig could easily just start chunking this tower, but I will dominate. You can see him just hiding over there to the edge. He can jump over that with a dragon, right?
Yep.
He's not gonna, but he could, so. And
that's why he's positioning himself right there, yep. In case that opportunity does present itself, he's going to jump over the wall. Now, I'm a little bit afraid for Skara now, mid lane, not doing as well as he want to. He's building that tier really late, only has 64 bonus mana on it, so his counter right now, his opponent, Ziggs, is just doing a fantastic job, has a lot more CS, is a lot stronger, going to be able to put out a lot more damage, so I don't think Dignitas want to start a fight here, because also top lane, Aurelia is winning the lane. And take a look at bottom lane. We do have the CS count 84 on I'm a Cutie Pie to 108 on Zig. So Zig has 2 kills to I'm a Cutie Pie 0. All lanes right now are pretty much losing for Dignitas, but hopefully they should make some sort of opportunities here and try and take back the lead in these lanes. Dominate will most likely try and create an opportunity. That tower that's down mid lane is just going to be so bad for Skara because he has to position himself in a passive placement because Ziggs does have blue. He's going to be able to throw out so much damage. If he tries to get ganked, he won't worry that much because Dominate just has his Dragon Form and Exhaust, and that Exhaust is not too scary for a Ziggs player. Ziggs does have his W, so he's able to jump away pretty far, and there we have some good manner from both teams saying, you know, Cutie Pie, you're handsome, from Zig bottom lane.
I had someone profess their love to Reginald of TSM earlier. It was pretty good. Oh, great. Skara dropping in the mid.
It's alright, I saw it. So what we had happen was one bad bread flashed over the wall. As I said, you know, Skara positioning himself right there. We do have Voyboy trying to initiate onto Captain America. He's doing so much damage while Voyboy is doing tremendous. They both flash over the wall. Is Voyboy going to drop? Voyboy does take the kill. Great job there following up with that knowledge that Ziggs' ult was down. But yeah, so Alistar flashed over the wall onto Scar, got a headbutt, and while he was flying up in the air from that pulverize, Ziggs dropped his full combo down right where Scar was going to land, and Scar didn't have that much mana, so he just, and a little bit less HP, and he just felt his death.
We got a ping to get on back out of there, Zion Spartan. You've done your job. You got another turret under your belt. Now, we are more or less rocking about 2,000 gold difference at this point. A little less than that. Dragon will be coming up just in a few moments, so it won't be too long now. Skara, I don't know. He's 1-2-0. Very atypical Skara play, but I'm looking at Zig getting a whole bunch of damage. Spellsy just walking in, gets exhausted. They're going to go for the turret, and now they are going to be doing a good amount of damage here on a QT, throwing out even those big missiles at the end, and you know, that's okay. We're 3 turrets for 0. It's hardly a game over scenario, and Voyboy might actually have enough for his Gunblade at 16.5 minutes. Does he have enough? Yes, he does. Hextech Gunblade purchased, kill secured. That Akali is going to start really dishing out the damage.
Yeah, that's probably the most fearful thing for average Joes right now, is to give Akali that sort of a lead advantage. Even though Aurelia is pretty decently strong, Akali is one of those champions that is known in League of Legends to snowball so well. So if she's given any sort of additional gold or any sort of kills, and she gets those items that she needs to work and build into, she is just going to do so well. And in the hands of Voyboy, obviously one of the arguably top best players in the world, he's just going to be making some phenomenal plays, as we saw earlier with that ult flash that just blew my mind. I hope that goes up on YouTube, on Reddit later, because that was just awesome.
That's how you get out of there. You just ult flash and break everything, including the laws of physics. So yeah, Voyboy is that strong, and you know, it just looked like a little bit more passivity coming out. We have found Spellsy in not exactly an ideal position, so he is going to throw out that exhaust on top of QT. He should be okay. And Dragon, you should be coming up here any minute. Voyboy coming down now as well, has himself that blue, and there we go. The Drake is now in the house. Captain Korea sitting here with one bad Brad, but I don't know, the Skara combos just really don't seem to be hurting him that much at this point. He only has 33 magic resist at Alistar, 45 now, but Skara just not really landing a big deeps. Now what are we going to do here?
Dignitas does have the advantage as positioning, but there is a ward there by average Joe, so they do know where they're positioned. There's the pink going on. Really strategic play. That bush right there in the middle is just so dangerous, because players can go in and out, and we should see a target going on to Kog'Maw or Voyboy. There's the initiation from Zion Spot, and the Ziggs all onto the entire team.
Voyboy does go down, but the Dragon Form going in. Shyvana doesn't do her any good, as we now trade 2 for 0 against just your average Joes. Might be 3. Stun coming out onto QT. He's going to try to jump up here. Flash, he will be alright. Throwing out the mines. Scar's just going to trip him, no problem. That's going to be a Dragon in their pocket. And 2 for 0 against Dignitas and a Dragon. I gotta say, this is a very strong team.
Is that the second Dragon for average Joes, or did Dignitas get the first one?
It's 1-1 for the Dragons. Dignitas got the first. But they're still up
so
5,000. Like
that Ziggs just, you know, being so farmed and having that advantage as far as damage, now building his Rabadons. Wow. Let's take a look at his ability power. 278 ability power into coming up to 20-minute mark. That's just really scary, because he's just going to be able to sit back. Of course, he has his range with all of his spells and abilities. He's just going to do so much damage. So Dignitas, Voyboy, and Dominate need to really get close and dive onto that Ziggs and lock him down. And unfortunately, in that Dragon fight, they were a little bit zoned, and they did not have the ward coverage, because, of course, Spellsy did a great job popping that pink ward into that bush. And look at top lane. We have Voyboy sitting in that bush, waiting for Zion Sport to come in. Both players exchange damage, but look at this. Spellsy coming up from below, and Dominate is trying to get there as fast as he can. Voyboy isn't worrying too much, jumping back and forth.
Oh my goodness. It's like Lee Sin Ping Pong all over it again. But yeah, we're going to go right onto Zion Spartan. Here comes Ziggs, though, with the big deeps, but it's not going to matter. The ultimate is going to be missing. Great move there by I Will Dominate. But hello, Battle Cow, and Ziggs coming over. Not Ziggs, Zig coming over. Yeah, Corky with the Valkyrie. And they're going to be picking on Voyboy a little bit, but excellent kill secured for them.
Might do Baron here.
Yeah, I'm
It
thinking
might
that.
actually be Baron. Dignitas does have a word in that pit, so they won't get baited. But it's a little bit too early. 20 minutes. You know, this is top level play by really great teams. Oh, we have the flash headbutt and pull onto Locust. Is his team going to be there to back him up? Locust looks like she's going to get out of there just enough time, and QTPie is sort of out of position here, but he is a Kog'Maw, and look at that. Instead of running away, he's turning on to do so much damage, and one bad Brad falls down.
Excellent turnaround there from QTPie, realizing he does not have an ultimate, just has himself a burger for dinner. Spellsy just running away, cannot really seem to do too much else, but QTPie taking a lot of damage. Now the exhaust coming out onto Shyvana. It's not going to be enough because we do got Locust throwing down the ultimate, just keeping everyone at bay with the heal. Skara getting stunned, but that's okay. We got big pings coming out saying GTFO, and Skara just a little bit of an away present to his face from Ziggs. And wow, that would put us at 10-6. I think that ended up 1-for-1. 1-for-1 exchange?
They did know that Ziggs was pinging back because they did know that Voidblade was showing up. He did die right at that Baron sort of wraparound, so he was bound to come out. Oh my goodness! Wow, that damage from Ziggs, and that's exactly what I was talking about. If he does get a chance to drop his combo onto someone, he does have all that ability power. He's literally the strongest person in the game right now, and Dominate was not aware that was warded on that corner there. He should have been aware because his team isn't doing too well right now. They are falling a little bit behind as far as the map control, but he decided to instead do race and did fall to his death because of Ziggs did see and responded accordingly, and that full combo took down Dominate.
It's looking good right now for just your average Joes, up 11-6 with a 7,000 gold lead, 3 turrets to none. And what started off as some really amazing Voyboy play, they realized he is a huge threat, and you can see in these team fights, the last 2 team fights, just go straight for him, take him out of the equation, and he just cannot contribute. In the end, we might be, going for a 2-to-1 exchange, but without that Voyboy, it's really starting to show that he's kind of getting cut out of everything.
Yes, indeed. We're going to start to see at this point of the game, coming up to the 25-minute mark, the 80s are starting to get their big items, and we'll be able to participate more in team fights. Spellsy getting a little bit too deep here with that Oracles. Voidboy wants that, and he will claim it. Ziggs following through, but QTPie is there to return damage, and he's falling really low. He's forced to flash. But look at Zion Spartan going low. Oh my goodness, that Ziggs bomb just taking so much damage. But I will dominate, following behind. Ziggs does use his W to jump away, and one bad Brad. It looks like all of average Joes went in one at a time, and that was not what they wanted.
I think Alistar will have at least a decent chance if Ziggs gets back in there, but he's a little bit too far, and they are still continuing to chase him down. Are we going to see a headbutt into the tower? We are, but Bad Brad is going to be going down. It can Dominate get out? No, he's going to hit the last mine, and now it's going to be up to QTPie to take down Captain Korea. Can he do it? The satchel charge expertly placed. Skara's going to go right through, going for the kill, and that should be it. Shut down Skara. Good job.
Ziggs laughing before he died. Did not have enough mana there to drop his combo. If he had just a little bit more, Skara would have died there with that follow-up. But Skara knew what he was capable of. He saw that Ziggs had low mana and followed through.
Oh, do I have to turn off chat? Might have to. I don't know.
Good.
Void Staff coming out for Ziggs, so all that armor penetration going to do him a world of more blowing up Janna's health bar, and a Frozen Heart coming out for Rise. Nothing really too insignificant at this point, and he's up to 456 bonus damage on that tier. A little low, but that's what it is.
That's the problem with Rise, is he wants to stay in his lane with that tier and be able to just continuously farm up and not, and then after pushing the lane, Rise does a really good job with pushing and then respond. But look at this, one bad Brad gets caught, but he pops his ultimate. Locust gets headbutt Paul, but Scar decides to turn. There's the Ziggs. Oh, is it gonna hit? Yes!
Ziggs from afar picks up the kill. Dominant getting exhausted, but we are going to be having some beef for dinner as the cow does go down. Now Spellsy is out here as well, really cut off from his friends. Zion Spartan not going to be doing anything there. He's just going to turn back around and go back to this mid, farm that up, and Dignitas will probably finish off this dragon, putting them at 2 dragons to 1, I believe. Yeah, 3 dragons, that's about right. So 26-minute mark, we'll see another about 32.
So Average Joe's had that problem with Spellsy walking into that bush a little bit earlier and got caught, and now they started Dragon without the full team there. So they're seeming to not be on the same page right now after having a really strong lead and beating Dignitas as far as global gold. They have 3 towers down to Dignitas' 0. So I think they might just be getting a little bit too cocky or failing to communicate. And hopefully after that last 2 plays, they might stick it back up and continue doing what they were doing early on at the start of the game.
Shyvana with a frozen mallet, Kog'Maw with the Phantom Dancer. He's going to start ramping up soon, and I can't help but notice that Alistar now has himself a Glacial Shroud going for that frozen heart, and we do have 3 physical DPS. Shyvana, Kog'Maw. Did I say 3?
You did say 3.
Totally didn't mean 3. I guess I was looking at the other team. But yeah, with those that frozen heart, he's really going to try to curb down the damage that the Shyvana and Kog'Maw really does to him. Because I think he's died pretty much every time to a Kog'Maw or a Shyvana. Like, Akali's been roaming around getting those assassin kills on like Ziggs, but I don't think she's actually taken down the cow yet.
Yeah, One Bad Brad has pretty much been sitting in a team fight. Even when he knows he's going to die, he just sticks in there, trying to get his cooldown to come off to create some sort of opportunity. He's been doing a fantastic job with his headbutt pulls. I like how he uses his pull with his Q and then waiting for the optimal time to headbutt, as we saw with that I'm a Cutie Pie dive onto the Ziggs Captain Korea in mid lane with Scarra followed through to get the cleanup. So he's doing a great job as Alistar. With that frozen heart, it's going to help out a lot more for his team. Dignitas looks like they're going to start to group up here and may create some sort of opportunity. They need to take some towers. I'm a Cutie Pie has 180 CS, so he's getting pretty strong. He has the most CS on Dignitas, but take a look at the CS of the other team. Average Joe's 208 on Ziggs, 200 on Aurelia, almost 200 on Corki. So Dignitas not doing too well as far as the towers and last hits with creep score. Now
this could be the opportunity they were looking for, but Locust throws out the ultimate and shuts down the fight before it really begins. What do you think? Panic ultimate or good idea?
A good play, because they were in a bad bad position. They were not ready. Yeah, it was a bad idea. No, it was actually a good idea. Sorry, my mind is saying 2 opposite things. They were in the best position to engage. They did have a ward in that bush, but if you see that little middle brush right there, they didn't have any sight on that or behind it, so they didn't know the exact positioning on all 5 members of Average Joe's, and that was a great play by Locust to reset the fight. He won't have it for the next fight, but they should try and create some opportunity. They know Aurelia's top. Looks like they're going to try and take this tower.
Yeah, I got a ping here in mid. Now we are keeping pressure here. We had 3 in the wings, although it looks like they've kind of abandoned that plan. Aurelia has now gone back to town, has herself a Trinity Forest. A little late, 30 minutes, but she does have quite a bit otherwise to her name. The Wit's End, the Mercury Treads, and now a Triforce. So she's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and nothing is going to happen here mid. Who has the Black Cleaver? Is it Corki? Yeah, Corki has the Black Cleaver, and he has himself that Phage as well. So Trinity coming up for him, you think?
Probably, yeah. That is usually what Corki's build. But look at Ziggs. He has a Rabadon's, a Void Staff. Even though Dignitas isn't really stacking MR, what some AP mid players do that I see is they actually build that Void Staff to prevent any sort of purchase in the future. So if Dignitas does decide to build any MR, it's going to be pointless because he already has that Void Staff.
Now here we go, Shyvana jumping in with the Dragon form, but she gets headbutted back out. Voyboy going straight in, but the ultimate from Ziggs is really going to do a good number on her, and he does drop. Now we are not down anyone yet on Just Your Average Shows, but Bad Brad going in again, going for the on top of Locust, but the reset not exactly ideal. QT going for the flash on top of Ziggs. No, he can't get it. Zion Spartan, however, doing a good amount of work, but he does eventually drop here to Rise, and the cow will go down. So ending the fight at 3-2, but we still have Captain Korea here. What's Korea gonna do? He gets crit. He's gonna flash over, satchel charge over. Nope, he's gonna get destroyed by Scar.
Oh, Scar! What a great flash to steal with that Rune Prism.
Yeah.
He does not want that Ziggs to get away, and Ziggs was had enough mana to drop down his W. Of course, takes some time for the animation to go off. He actually does halt quite a little bit, and then has to run up to get in front of it so that he jump over the wall. But Scar denied that completely. So great job there by Scar. That team fight was all over the place. We had pretty much two sections of both teams. I really like how Zig did stay, even though he was so very, very low. It's always important for the AD to stay just to analyze the situation and make sure that you're not going to be focused. Even though you're low health, you do have the ability to run away and survive, and he was able to get some more damage onto Dominate, but it wasn't enough, and Dignitas did win that team fight.
What? They started blue, and then they all left blue.
Yep, see where Ziggs is at? At this point in the game, Ziggs can pretty much solo blue himself. So what I usually do to my team is I tell them, don't waste your time holding it there. Don't waste your time even doing it. I can take it in just a few combos. So, go roam around the map, go get some CS. I don't need you for that leash. And here we see, with one combo, Ziggs getting blue buff down to half HP, and he's just going to take it down really easily without losing any HP.
There you go. Good job, Phantom Lord. All right, we got a ping coming down here onto the Baron. We've done a little bit of shopping. We've noticed kills are now equalized. The towers are not, but the gold is down to a 2,000 deficit, and Dignitas has been winning these last few team fights very, very handily. We got the Shurilias coming out. Maybe a little bit too premature because there's nobody to catch it with. They tried, which is commendable, but nope, that would be a down Shurilias for the next fight, and we have now robbed all the vision of Dignitas to this Baron. Doesn't matter, we know they're there. And you can see Voyboy with Guardian Angel to boot. Oh my.
Yeah, we're going to see some interesting... there we go. We have Voyboy initiating onto Zig, but gets blown up immediately. Zig's throwing down his... Oh my goodness, QT falling extremely low, but Locust does save with the heal. We have then Voyboy finally falling after his Guardian Angel was revived, and look at all that damage from Ziggs just sitting in the back, throwing up. But we do have Dignitas still with Scar and QT, both the carries still alive. And they're going to be pushing this tower, most likely taking it for the team.
So I saw Voyboy commit suicide to take the brunt of majority of that. Then he came back to life and nearly secured himself a kill before falling again. And unfortunately, it was only a 2 for 2, but we now have that turret, so that makes it worth it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dignitas needs to... They have a late game comp. They, I'm sorry, Rise and Voyboy on... Akali are both champions are really strong mid to early game, but Akali of course is a late game champ, and Rise as well if he gets the right items. So Dignitas just want to get as much gold to the team as possible. We do see now we only have 300 gold difference between the two teams, 400. So they have closed the gap quite tremendously from Average Joe's, which was dominating so very well early on, and Voyboy with that Guardian Angel, every little bit of gold he gets, any additional item, he's just going to be even more and more scary. Although he's not really the strongest on the team, we do have QT and Skara even stronger on their champions. But if they don't pay attention to Voyboy, he's just going to snowball and start to be a lot stronger. He's going to get 16 here, so he's going to finally get that third rank of his ult. No, he doesn't have enough XP. And we're going to see some continuous exchange football game over Vision on Baron, as both teams know that this is the most important objective in the game. So there's going to be a lot of time spent around that area.
Well, it looks like we're going to be gathering up a little bit here on blue side. Dignitas pretty much together. Voyboy just off in the jungle. Looks like he has himself another item secured, heading on back to town. Pick that up. 19-19, and gold is basically equalized. We're down to about 500 difference at this point. That's what global gold will do for you. We have another dragon in Dignitas's pocket, and they have finally put themselves a tower on the board, so that really does do a good amount of catch-up. And yeah, there was about a 5,000 gold deficit at one point, and they've actually brought that back very nicely. Now the big question is this next team fight going to happen at a Baron? Are we going to bait a Baron, or are we just going to go for a big push?
I really don't know, but this Ziggs is starting just to be so scary. He did finish his Riley's Crystal Scepter, so I mean, if he throws down his ultimate and lands it on all 5 of Dignitas, then you know, they're gonna all be slowed, and they might not be able to reposition himself. Might have to blow flashes, and that might just change the outcome of the fight for Dignitas that they don't want to have happen to them.
A big poke coming out. We now are down that Banshees for Skara, and you can see Voyboy, you know, missing a good chunk of her health as well. And that, you know, that Guardian Angel still has over a quarter of its cooldown left, which means we're just gonna have to give up this tower, and that's gonna put us up a little bit more gold in the lead for Jester Avid Show. Still playing very strong. Does look like Spellsy is out and about looking for wards so that he can gain a little bit of that gold back from his oracles. And now we do steal out the wraiths. Come on, Voyboy, you need to get back to your team, dude.
I honestly think at this point in the game that whatever team fight comes up here in the next 5 to 10 minutes will determine how the game will fall into, what path it will take. So I believe that Dignitas right now are playing a little bit strategic. They're waiting for Voyboy's Guardian Angel to come back, and it is over 3/4. We do see Average Joe's now starting on Baron, but look at this, Scar over the wall, getting a lot of damage. And this might not be the best decision for them. There is the ping back from Average Joe's. They know it's not good. Dignitas can come in from behind. They are a pretty decently strong team, so Average Joe's does not want to take them for granted, because any play, as I said, from this point on will determine what will happen as far as which team will have that lead. If one team wins the team fight, they can take Dragon, or, you know, take a tower and get in hit. But look at this. Dignitas decides to quickly start on Baron. They have I'm a Cutie Pie with a Kog'Maw on his W, just doing so much damage onto Baron. Baron is at half HP. They decide to turn around.
And there we go. Zion Spartan has to get out of there. The Ziggs ultimate going down, but does not hit anyone. But Skara picks up the Spellsy kill. We got Corki over the wall. Could potentially give out some good support from this side, but it is going to be Voyboy dropping. That's why we have that Guardian Angel up again. And oh, this is going to be so very painful. But Dignitas picks up 4-0. Even though Akali is at like a thumbnail of hell. She has to go back to town. She cannot do anything here at this Baron, but picking up 4-0. That was almost a surrender vote right there. 3-2. The only person getting out of that is Irelia, and this will be a Baron, and that is really going to swing things in favor of Dignitas after that fight.
I don't know for sure, but I think Voyboy's Guardian Angel came up like 2 seconds before he died.
It was perfect timing.
It was like literally perfect timing, because that fight, when I checked the cooldown, it was not up when it started. So it had to have come up right there in that little Baron, in that little blue cove, and it was timed perfectly for Voyboy, so he did survive. And yes, Dignitas did a great job there, not being greedy. They did do so much damage onto the Baron, but they decided that you know, Scar with his Rune Prism catching the enemy player to then turn around and have their team focus and win that team fight. Because you know, even though you snipe Baron and you might take Baron for your team, if you do lose in kills, the enemy team will take an objective afterwards. So they will either take Baron, you know, if you didn't take it, or take an inhibitor and take a tower. So Dignitas played that really intelligently. They didn't want to be greedy and take that Baron. They decided to instead turn around, and look, turned in their favor. And now they are in the lead. They do have this Baron buff. Voyboy doesn't have a Guardian Angel, but he's going to be building a Riley's Crystal Scepter. And that item build from Akali, you know, getting the Hextech Gunblade, Riley's Crystal Scepter, Guardian Angel is just so strong. And that's the Akali we've been afraid of for months and months and months. And that's why it was nerfed. because it's just so strong, and Voyboy doing a great job, really putting forth all of the potential he has on with that champion.
200 auto attack, 263 ability power. Another dragon going to be in the pocket here of Dignitas. Here comes Shyvana to, I guess, smite it. Okay, seems like a little bit overkill, but sure, she gets it, no problem. Scar running away with the team, and we got about half of this Baron left to go. We should be seeing something pretty decent coming out in the next few minutes. We got about, what, 2 minutes left on that buff? I think it's 4 on, 4 off.
Yep, just about.
4 on, 4 off. Alright, so within the next 2 minutes, you should see something crazy from Dignitas, as Jester Average Joe's is really kind of stuck on the defensive at this point. Now they've taken a 5,000 lead. Now they're in the hole, 4,000 gold after all these team fights and that Baron and repeated dragons.
I don't know. Dignitas has proven in the past that you know, waiting for the most optimal time might be the best for them. They might not even try to initiate here, and instead just wait for Voyboy's Guardian Angel to come back up. QFT does have a Guardian Angel, and he's almost full 6 items. He does have a BF sword.
Apparently
So
something wrong with QFT.
So I think he's AFK or lagging or disconnected. Something does not show the disconnections to us anymore, so we are not aware of what's going on. But the pings are going down, so Dignitas knows, and Average Gaming doesn't know because, you know, it doesn't show what players disconnect, and they're just going to keep trying to go around and get any kind of objective. Try to go for red, but it was down, so they're just snooping in the jungle, waiting for an opportunity, and hopefully QFT comes back here in the next few minutes.
Well, that's not going to be anything with the Baron then. If they're not going to be forced to their hand here because QFT disconnected or whatever, then yeah, they're just going to be stuck on the defensive because they don't want to give away that fact, and they're down a man. This is where a pause function would be superb, but unfortunately not. So we will keep going. There we go. Everybody should know now that QFT wasn't around. How much time's left on that Baron? It's pretty much up. Did we win?
So we do now have a Guardian Angel on Zion Spartan for Aurelia. He's going to be just sort of copying it. Guardian Angel is a typical item that Aurelias get late game, but you know, there's 3 Guardian Angels out on the map, and it's pretty much like a Zillion ult. Just it can change the flow of the fight based on who targets who, and if someone usually waits for the Guardian Angel person that dies to come back up, they waste that few seconds just sitting there waiting to target when they could do something different. So we should have very interesting long team fights here in the next few minutes. I do see that, like, Average Joes, they are really, you know, roaming around the map. They're not too afraid of Dignitas, even though they're down in gold. So they might try to create an opportunity here. We do have Ziggs getting a Morello's Evil Tome.
I see that, yeah.
An item that is probably not purchased at all. Like, I don't even get it at all. If I was him, I would have gotten a Deathfire Grasp, but you know, maybe he really needs that cooldown. Cooldown is really important for Ziggs, giving him the ability to throw more of his spells out. But looks like QFT, unfortunately, oh no, he's back. Wait, what is he doing?
It's kind of stutter stepping. Yeah, this is not good either for us or the players, but lots of pings going down. QFT unfortunately just does not seem to be able to take a few steps, and now we are going to have aggression coming out here from Jester Average Joe's. This top tower is about half health or so, and well, okay, now it's 0 health or so, and we're just going to clean up this creep wave. We do know that there's something wrong with QFT, and we are going to try to take advantage of that fact, I suppose, because Jester Average Joe's coming into the base. It's going to be 4 on 5. Yep. It's going to be 4 on 5. What are they going to do? Are they going to shove it down? Because Voyboy should not be walking on top of those mines. There we go. It goes around. Signals everyone to fall back. We're going to transition to mid. Zion Spartan already there, clearing the wave. And yeah, it's a really sad state that Dignitas is forced onto defense. But here we go. Dominate's going to come in. The Captain Korea ultimate going down. Not really landing on top of anyone. Skara ever so tanky. And we do lose Shyvana. Voyboy out here as well. Picks up the revenge kill. Zion Spartan does go down, but he's going to pop back up in just a moment. Locust is just wandering around at full health, but there goes the Voyboy. He is down and out. Now it's going to be left to Skara and Locust. And this is going to be a tower, an inhibitor, likely more. But it was a 2-for-1 exchange, and it's now 2-on-4 for Dignitas.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that QFT has had some problems and disconnected twice. You do see some sort of bad manner, I guess, going out by Average Joes, but it's anyone's game. It's not their fault. They want to win this just as badly as Dignitas does, so they are going to go ahead and take that tower and hip, and I don't think they're going to get the Nexus in it. But look at Ziggs taking so much damage. The tower gets one last hit, but oh my goodness.
11 hit
falling to like, oh my god, it's like 6 HP.
Zion Spartan does not have that God mode anymore, but the Tornado does miss. Does not matter. Locust securing himself a kill on the board. That Battle Mage Janna, man, it's too good. So they have saved themselves from certain defeat, but they are definitely a little limp at this point. 21-25. The gold's now equalized again. Not too much more Dignitas can do here. Baron is up. Could be a good team objective to kind of seal the deal at this point.
Unfortunately, this isn't the Tournament Realm client where we can just pause the game. This is the live client that everyone plays on. So for those of you who are watching, we have no power to change this game. It is after the 5-minute mark. If there is one kill in the game or 5 minutes into the game, you cannot remake. So Dignitas is just going to have to try and make some opportunity here. They did a desperate Baron, and Zig all goes down. We do have I Will Dominate popping into all form, and there we go. We have QFT back in the game, so hopefully he can get to his team fast enough. Voyboy going into Captain Korea, getting an ultimate over the wall, but it isn't enough. Oh my goodness, he's barely surviving. Nope, he falls down, and Dignitas is sort of just poking at the team right now. Locust getting a really nice ult, but oh my goodness, what a flash by Zig. Is it going to be enough? Nope, Locust pops his Sorella, and he's going to get away just in time, but QFT is still standing in base.
He's kind of moving. That's good, right? Right? I don't know. It might not be enough. Oh no, QFT is okay. It looks like he's dead. Okay. He just dropped like a rock. Well, this could be the Nexus turrets as well. Shyvana back in here. The entire team is here, and Captain Korea takes down QFT. Dominate, however, will be attributing to the death of the Battle Cow. But now he cannot go in too far, because this is exactly what would happen. The team just turns it right back around, destroys him, and this is very likely game at this point. We got 2 defenders that are alive. We've only lost the Battle Cow. There goes the Nexus. Zion Spartan going in for the kill on top of Scar. The exhaust coming out. It's not going to be enough to keep him up and alive, although Rise does get a kill on top of Corki in return. Without that Corki, it could really delay this, but Ziggs is just stupidly ridiculous against all these little ads, and there goes the Nexus.
And unfortunately, QFT did not join, so they unfortunately lost because he could not provide enough damage for his team. Really, really unfortunate. It does happen here in these matchups and in esports. So a very unfortunate loss for Dignitas, but we did have Average Joes play a really good game, and they did take the win.
It was going back and forth, pretty nicely until the QFT debacle. But rules are rules. Just Your Average Joes will be moving on to the semifinals to face up against Modelmatic Esports, and we will be bringing live the semifinals tomorrow at 7 p.m. here on the Fatal1ty channel, because we have $5,000 to give away to one of these pro teams: TSM, Modelmatic, Just Your Average Joes, and Team Curse, all up for grabs at this point. Now, you got to remember though, Just Your Average Joes have already won themselves 5 sound cards to boot. So, they could be going away very happy with this tournament. And guys, that's what we got for the night. That was our last game. It's unfortunate it came down to, the way it did, but rules are rules. You got games to play, so we will be advancing Just Your Average Joes on to the next round. Now, some of you are probably just still sitting around waiting to find out who exactly won the Facebook giveaway of our motherboard, our power supply, sound card, and headset, we are awarding Agassi Chung. You are our winner. Winner, you are a winner. Agassi Chung. So hopefully somebody in chat is Agassi Chung. I will be contacting all the winners on Facebook. I have them all written down. Basically, you're going to give me your email addresses, and then from there, we're going to start prize distribution, all thanks to Fatal1ty Gaming Gear. So, congratulations, Agassi Chung, and all of our 4 teams that are now advanced. And Phantom Lord, we're going to be doing this same time, same place tomorrow, our 2 best of 3s. Are you excited
Indeed.
about that?
Yes, I am. We should have some great matches going on. I think Average Joes will be, trying to take the first place, obviously, but I don't know, I'm sort of cheering for someone to come in and take them out from that seat. But we will see. It should be an exciting match, and we look forward to all of you guys coming back tomorrow to visit the stream and check out these matches that we have in store for you. So grab a friend, get some popcorn, sit down and enjoy with us. And we also do, as Jester has said, we will have more prizes to give away for tomorrow.
Yep, I got all the winners here, and that is our tournament for the night. So peeking out over 5,000 viewers. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I'm the FourCourtJester. With me here, Phantom Lord. Phantom Lord, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitter/Phantom Lord with a 0 in the Lord, and on Facebook by just searching for Phantom Lord. I give all my updates there, and you guys can tune in for anything AP mid related, because that is the role I play and specialize in.
Alright, and you guys can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, FourCourtJester. I have all the qualifying rounds that we did commentate up on my YouTube, so if you want to see how some of these teams got into these grand finals, it's all up there ready for you guys in a pretty awesome format, I thought. So that is it for us. Big thanks to our sponsors, OCZ, AS Rock, Sound Blaster, Fatal1ty, and Newegg, and of course Jonathan Wendell, Fatal1ty himself, on the stream, giving away all this stuff, throwing a tournament where you guys can just win stuff for watching. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm sure he's been happy with that, and I saw him in the chat. He might be doing even like Dota 2 in the future. Dun dun dun. So hopefully we will see more from Fatal1ty. This is Phantom Lord, FourCourtJester. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for sticking around, guys. More contests tomorrow. Same time, same place. Fatal1ty stream, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then.
See you guys.